Trail breaking is one of those skills that seems extremely difficult to get down. It's because it is. There are hundreds of videos on this topic alone. Well, today you're in luck. My goal isn't to get you to a 5K I rating or into real life motorsports, but to get you good at this game. Gran Turismo 7 is a simcade, so there are a few systems in place that makes it easier for regular folks to kind of hop in and have a good time. Well, we are going to exploit that. I'm Empire. Welcome to class. If we're being technical, we know how to trail break. This time though, we're going to do it in a way that feels like cheating. Take a look at this corner taken by GT7 World Champion Valerio Gallo. I want you to watch how he takes the hairpin. Let's run it back in greater detail. Right. This dude is a world champion, but his inputs make no sense if this were a sim or real life. Do you remember way back when I mentioned how GT7's ABS differs from other racing sims? Watch these few turns done by Super GT and Tigany and look at their inputs. And remember, everything above the white bar in red is what the player is doing. In any other sim, that much ABS usage will overheat the hell out of your tires and your braking distance will be worse. But this is a simcade, baby. We want to be fast, so we need to learn how to abuse it for our advantage. I will say though, the ABS isn't so magically bullcrap that you can hold max brakes all the way to the apex and call it good. You 100% will absolutely overslow your car and you'll miss the apex too. So, how do we abuse the ABS? First thing, it'll only work in hard braking zones. Trying it in a corner where you don't brake 100% will simply slow you way down. Secondly, and just as important, when you ABS brake, each car will have a maximum ABS angle it will reach, and it will keep the angle right before the car stops. The angle of rotation will only increase when you release the brake pedal. And once you know what the maximum angle for the car you're driving is, you can work on releasing the brakes just as it reaches it. And third, you realize that the rotation angle is fixed when you ABS brake. And this makes hitting your apexes so much easier because you've already did this exercise in my understeer video. You did all the hard work already ages ago, man. I'm excited for this drill. Let's get it started. For our assists, manual transmission, ABS weak, and corner markers are what we're going to be using. We'll be using multiple cars, but working on the same thing. The idea is to get you familiarized with how the ABS interacts with different car classes. Step 1 is to go into a corner, hold your brakes at 100% and turn until the car stops so you can establish the ABS brake angle your car will reach. Step 2 is to drop your brakes when you're past making the corner so you have an extreme example of how the car will lurch towards the inside when you do so. Once you understand these two behaviors, we can work on the drill itself. To ABS brake correctly, 3 things have to happen. Your transition from ABS braking to regular trail braking must be smooth. If your car lurches to the inside, you slow down way too much. You have to make the transition as soon as your car hits the maximum ABS angle. 2. If you're ending up in the middle of the track and completely missing the apex, try adjusting your braking reference and your turning reference so they're both a little earlier so you don't lose your momentum. 3. You have to be 100% off the brakes before you hit the apex. If you have to hold on to your brakes after you pass the apex marker, or else you'll go wide, you'll need to adjust your braking point by a few meters further back while keeping the turning reference the same. Players who play on controllers actually have kind of a little advantage when it comes to getting the ABS braking nuance down. They can rely on their braking vibration on their controller itself to let them know when they're reaching that point. Take a listen. If you're able to ride out the edge of the vibration, you're gonna have an easy time doing this. Alright, so after you all finished watching the video and doing all of the drills, you have a bit of homework. I want you guys to go out to daily races, and I want you to reach B level. You have the skills already, okay? What you need to do before you go into the race, you need to place high. Don't waste your time battling with slower people, having people run into you. Place high so you can pull away from the pack and stay ahead of the pack. You have the skills. If you have done all the drills, you absolutely can do this, okay? Believe in the me that believes in you. I'll see you all next time.